PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I am Anthony Totri, joined on this post-game show by Shane Diefenbach, Shawn DePaz. Boys, why are we turned right now?
Because we're meeting on Mill.
It's time to meet us on Mill because ASU softball just did the damn thing, and they beat Cal State Fullerton on night one of
thank God
the Tempe Regional. Boys, 5-2.
Fucking turn me up.
Turn me all the way.
Oh my god, you just spilled beer on my computer.
I'm sorry. I mean,
it's okay, we're turned the fuck up.
we're turned the fuck up,
Bro.
We had a Friday fun day late at night after a fucking walk-off. Not walk-off.
Man.
They had walk-off energy,
Yeah.
though.
Turn
me
we got
up.
Charles in the chat. Friday fun day goes
Honestly,
late night.
like the game itself, I kept looking at Shawn because we were there.
Never looking at me, man.
I was pedaling
Well,
my
I was
foot.
looking at you, but I would just look at you and say unlucky.
Yeah, that's fair.
The whole time, everything was going on. I was just looking at Shawn, being like, this just has a weird vibe to it. There were so many hard hit balls right to the shortstop, right to the left field, right to the right fielder. Nothing going ASU's way. And then on the other side of the ball,
Everything going
Fullerton's way with little bloopers, and just that felt so damn good.
Yeah.
Dude, the battle. I mean, we'll get into the actual at bat, but my God, that felt good.
Yeah, I there was a point, and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to jinx it, I guess, but I was like, this is still ASU soft, because I was nervous. Like, I texted my girlfriend, I was like, I am getting nervous, and nothing was going ASU's way. They were, what's her name? The Cal State's pitcher,
Micah Sutherland
was pitching lights fucking out.
She was
going
good.
out of her mind.
She was, and we said it though. You guys were worried for a second, and the bats weren't hitting the way they have been all season long. But reminding them and reminding everybody else that she is the best pitcher at this regional, probably even given ASU's roster.
Yeah.
And she proved it tonight.
She pitched 96 pitches. I get why you got to take her out nearing that 100 mark. You're playing at least one more game tomorrow. You could play up to, what would it be? You could play up to 3 more games, one tomorrow or 2 tomorrow. Could you play 4?
You could play 2 tomorrow and then 1 on Sunday. Yeah.
No, you'd have to play 2. They'd have to play 2 on Sunday because it's a double elimination.
5.
Yeah, so they could play 4 more games. I understand why you take her out.
Yeah.
But the second she came out of the game, I mean,
It was over.
it was over. Like walk,
Yeah, no, 2
granny.
walks in error. Yeah.
Yep.
And then a grand salami.
A grand salami. Kristiana Watson. She is a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
The biggest at bat of her career.
It felt scripted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were saying,
100%.
it felt like a my player mode in a video game, a Spike Lee joint. At first
Spike Lee
playoff,
joint.
It
first
was
postseason
amazing.
at bat, bases loaded, down a run,
Full count.
full count.
Oh
And
my
then-
gosh. We
yeah.
can talk about it
I
so
was
much.
a little bit sad. I'm not gonna lie that my girl Bella Loomis,
Yeah.
because she was the one that got hit pinch hit for, but we'll take that.
Hey,
We'll take that.
you want to know who's smarter than us? Trisha Fuller.
Hell fucking yeah, she
She's
is.
smarter than
Hey,
us.
I would be the worst coach in any sport because I would get so emotionally
Like
invested. I'd be
sentimental,
like,
yeah.
I like the way you swing the bat. So you're gonna pitch for us now.
My God. We've talked a lot about the Grand Slam. We've tried to build it up, but nothing really does it justice. But thankfully, Shane pulled out his phone
Mm-hmm.
at the at-bat, and we've got
I mean,
The reaction to that.
I wish I would have saved the pitches before, but barely snuck out. I didn't realize it barely snuck out after watching the
I
game.
didn't think it was going to go.
No.
I didn't think it was going to go.
I
over
thought
the
it was a
fence.
line into the gap, and then the right fielder just kept backing up. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
It's gone.
and
It's
that's
gone.
over the fence.
Here's Shawn right here.
And Shawn.
This is me being as a good of a media member as I can and not being expressive.
Uh-huh.
But trust, as soon as we got out of
the
the field,
second we got out of the premise.
I started galloping.
He
yeah,
did.
you did.
He galloped very
I
high.
screamed and I galloped,
Yeah,
and then we chest bumped or shoulder bumped.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
It was a beautiful
Jumping shoulder bump. I was saying I wish I would have kept, instead of deleting the videos because I didn't want to run out of space if something like this happened. I wish I would have kept the videos because there were like 4 or 5 foul balls on a full count. That was unbelievable.
She was swinging for a homer
the most
entire
veteran at bat I've
time.
seen from a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, that was so like the poise there. I mean, we're in the club. We're clubbing. We're on
Totri
Mill.
always has the clubbing outfit
We're
on.
Mill.
It is what it is, man. We're
Nah,
on Mill right
sometimes he
here.
has
Nothing
jazz
is
club.
better.
He has a jazz club outfit on when you're wearing like the cream, like
Me?
tight, crew neck that you were wearing the other day.
I love that shirt. I love that.
It's a nice shirt. It's a nice shirt.
It's a phenomenal fucking shirt.
We're gonna find Totri in 40 years. We're gonna be like, whatever happened to Totri? He's gonna be playing the piano at some restaurant.
you watch.
I'll be okay with that.
You watch
Honestly,
Parks and Rec. Oh. Well, never mind.
Sorry.
For the people that do Ron Swanson, he has his alter ego.
Do not call me Ron Swanson.
No, but he has an alter ego where he's like a saxophone jazzist, and like all these like cougars are in love with him. Like we're gonna find out that you have like an alter ego and you're like a jazz saxophonist.
Okay, interesting. Wow,
Dude,
did not expect that.
But no. What I was trying to say before we somehow got there is that was the most like the poise from Watson.
A freshman.
Because like Shane had said it in the car ride home, like. I don't understand how, especially being a freshman in that situation, she quite literally has never been in that situation before, how you can keep that kind of poise, how you can like look at a ball and not just like swing out.
Dude, I told you, well, I verbatim, I said I would have jello legs. Like, I don't know you know what the difference is? They're built different.
They are. Trisha Ford builds them fucking different in Tempe, but it wasn't just Watson.
I just have to mention, you know where Kristiana Watson's from?
Tucson,
Arizona. One of your
suck
very
on
own,
it, Saul. Suck on it. It was not just Kristiana Watson though. There was another freshman that kept ASU in this ball game.
The only reason why.
Night.
Yeah.
Matt
Morgan.
Morgan.
She was the player of the game up until
she had her best pitching outing of the season. 9 strikeouts. She pitched 7 innings, 110 total pitches, and she kept it together because there were points in this game.
She's now 17-3, by the way.
As a freshman,
to have a freshman, so the career hasn't been very long, but to have the best performance of your career in your regional game.
Charles in the comments. Totri secretly plays the victory sax at the open of South.
Apparently, I'm just a saxophonist at this point. Hey, honestly, that's a great instrument.
I played saxophone for a year in 4th grade.
Shocker.
Honestly, yeah.
No, it's not a shocker.
Honestly,
you could tell me just about anything. I'd be like, yeah, anyway, yeah, I can see
I'm an eclectic person.
You could be like, yeah, I went to the moon once. I'd be like, oh, damn, bet.
you would believe me?
100%.
I mean, I don't like that. I have that kind of credit to you. I'll take that. I don't even know.
Like today when I was like, yeah, that was probably the plan. When Totri was like,
yeah, so there was a point where
the speakers like cut out.
Yeah, the speakers cut out, and it sounded like
bees.
Yeah. So right after that, when they got it to work, they played "I'm a Bee" by the Black Eyed Peas, and I told Shane, I'm like, that must have been the plan the whole time is to get him right.
Yeah, and I looked at Shawn, I was like, yeah, that was probably the plan.
And then Shane was like, that was he's probably right, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then he was like, no, wait, no,
it took us like 10 seconds. They were like,
no, he's not right. That was not the plan.
Oh my god,
that was like. Listen, I'm like not gonna sit here and pretend that I've been like an ASU fan my whole life. I'm not from here, right? I've fallen in love with this school in the last few years. That was like the single greatest moment of my experience being an ASU fan. Like that, and also the fact that like I mentioned that when we were leaving with the highs and lows. Right? The last time we did a post game show like this,
they beat UCLA.
No. Last time we did a post game show,
period. James Keefe, I will find you.
I will find you. Like the highs and lows. It was like, I think both times there was a period where we sat there and we were just like, oh, did that just happen?
Yeah.
And then we had to go to work. But the feelings are quite different.
I was saying, I genuinely think this is the best live sporting event I've been to this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's close. The energy that was brought, and obviously the Grand Slam.
The crowd was great.
But the crowd was awesome. Great. They were backing them the whole time. And if you were at the game, you would have seen that the distrust, the kind of uncertainty we had was so wrong because of how fired up these women were the entire game in the dugout.
They're different.
I mean, the energy.
Swag surfing comes on,
dude.
That
the
dugout might collapse.
So at the bottom, at the what was it?
Here we go.
I'm just trying to think. That was the 6th inning. They hit the grand. Yeah, they hit the Grand Slam. So after the top of the 6th, they huddled up. Just Ford got everybody together. First time that I had seen them huddle like the entire game.
Yeah.
And I took my phone out. I was getting ready to take a picture, and I wanted to tweet something along the lines of, "Is this the huddle that like sparks something here?" Didn't take the photo. Didn't send the tweet.
Fraud.
I know, but they come out.
Pixar didn't.
Whatever Trisha Ford said to her girls in that huddle it changed something.
Yeah,
It had to have changed something.
I would follow Teresa Ford into war. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what the vibe is like there. Like, it just seems like they have so much fun. And I mean, like, to be fair, Cal State Fullerton looked like they were having a lot of fun. Like, they were there chirping Sparky. Like, they were going back and forth. Which
They
was
played
cool.
well.
But, like, also, just the energy of a softball game in pure, like, that was.
There's a
fucking
reason
awesome.
why it's called Club Farrington.
Yeah, it literally was a club.
That's why you got your shirt on.
Yeah, there was a line out the door before the game started, like wrapping around the stadium damn near. The stadium was full. Like the energy there was unbelievable, which makes what Kristiana Watson did even more amazing to me. Because like when you have that stadium full of ASU fans chanting like that, because they were loud, like they were loud the whole game. And when you have fans chanting like that, and you're still able to keep your composure in a situation you've never been in before and do that, fucking awesome.
It was an absolutely electric game. We're sitting here drinking beers, but guys, first time we've done an ASU post game in a while. We've talked about it. It's time for the ASU aftertaste. What are we sipping on after this?
Bro,
I wasn't very sus of you.
No, I wasn't. This is
It doesn't need to be.
For this one, nah.
I don't even know. Like
it tastes like a Santan Juicy Jack Juicy Hazy IPA after a 5-2 win in the first game of the Tempe Regional, thanks to a game-winning grand slam.
Why are you holding it like
I don't know.
It's not an ad.
No,
We're not sponsored by them.
not sponsored.
this
not
tastes
sponsored.
like a well tequila shot, which is a compliment. Hold on, just let me finish.
Yeah,
a well tequila shot after you're already pretty drunk, but your boy buys it for you, and you're like, "Oh, let's go." And you take it, and you're just fired up now, but you weren't expecting it.
You want a really responsible answer? This tastes like a glass of ice cold water after a few tequila sodas in. It's just,
No, this is what it tastes like. This tastes like
just like a tequila soda.
this tastes like shotgunning a Red Bull right before bed.
What?
What the
Because-
fuck?
Because now we have to go home and go to
because
bed.
it's 11:30, and I'm not going to be able to sleep now.
Oh my god. Tastes like a pina colada to me, honestly.
Are you really pronouncing the N in pina colada like that?
Yeah.
Pina colada?
Wow.
What?
I mean, I only hear people say pina colada, but I know it's supposed to be
Pina colada?
I've never heard someone say pina colada.
What?
Pina colada.
It's pina colada.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm with
Leah, am
Toshi
I
here.
crazy?
What is pina or pina?
Well, it's supposed to be pronounced pina, but I've only heard people say pina.
It's pina.
I know it is,
I've
but
never heard someone.
I've
say
never heard
pina.
somebody use the enya.
I don't think I have either, and there's a whole song about it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Nina the Pinta
Do
the
you
Santa
like
Maria.
it? You don't know.
So I guess
Yeah.
there's really no wrong answer.
But
No,
but
there is a
but-
wrong
that's-
answer. and
that's
it's
Wait, no,
Pina.
in the song, doesn't he say pina?
Do you
Do you
like pina coladas?
and making
getting-
love in the rain.
No, isn't it getting caught in the rain?
No, it's making love in the rain, bro.
It's definitely getting caught in the rain.
It's definitely getting caught.
Why did Tootsie look at me when he said that?
Hey, Shane, do you like making love in the rain?
Brother?
That's I'm not gonna even get
big
into
old
that.
fat piggity paws.
Okay, let's get back to
Okay,
ASU
so
softball.
Yeah.
so
If you didn't go to the game tonight,
You're a loser.
no ho.
You're just not as cool. You're the kids outside
You
the
missed
club.
out on a good time.
Stop it. Go tomorrow, 2 p.m. What the hell are you doing on a Saturday afternoon? Go to the game tomorrow, 2 p.m. Watch ASU softball get sent to the final with a chance to get into the super regionals. All they have to do is win one of 2 games.
Which would be at a Tempe.
Yeah.
Charles is dead.
Also,
All
it's
right,
going to be fun
Charles.
to see LSU get sent packing by Fullerton.
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Well,
Or do
no,
you
no,
want to save
no,
that
we
till
still
later? Okay.
before, but we'll save that till later. We'll save the SDSU stuff till
Can I eat
later.
my cornbread now?
You have cornbread, bro?
Do you have
Where
enough
did
for
you
the
get
class?
cornbread?
From a place that Lindsay recommended. It was really good.
Do you have enough for the class?
No, I'm good on the cornbread. Loto Capone says, "Let's fucking go another post game in the shower."
Oh, they got real corn.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Okay. He
Jalen
strikes
Graham.
me as someone who likes,
Brother.
Jalen
Bro.
Graham? Question mark.
Jalen
Stop it.
We've talked about.
Oh, this shit fucks.
We've talked about 2-star freshmen tonight.
Mhm.
Mac Morgan on the mound. Mac Morgan on the mound. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, I want to talk about a fucking man.
That comes off the fucking tongue right there.
ASU has there's not a team in the country that can match this team in walk-up songs or names.
No. So we got Mac Morgan. We got Kristiana Watson. Who is getting bottle service tonight?
Who the hell do you think? Grand Salami
Grand
herself.
fucking slam.
Can you tell me what that stat means, Totri?
Oh man, 1 for 1. No.
Game-winning
pinch
pinch
hit,
hit,
grand
fucking
fucking slam.
That was all you, Shane. You came up with that?
Yeah,
That was you?
Yeah, it was me. Thank you.
Attaboy.
I was gonna be really. I was waiting. There was a moment there where I thought Shane was gonna take credit. And I was,
Well, to be fair, I started the idea. And
yeah, it was collaborative.
Well, that's just a lot of what we do.
Yeah, welcome to
me and
PHNX
Shawn just like
Sundays.
hold hands most of the day.
Yeah, I'm just there. It's okay.
Shane, do you like pina coladas?
Stop it.
You
Right
getting
fucking
caught
now.
in the rain?
Yeah. There was
I
no
can't
other
believe
option.
You said that.
There was no other option.
It is what it is.
Yeah, there was no other
I
option.
mean, like literally up until that happened, it was Mac. It was Mac because
Yeah.
like she had the best game of her career, and and I mean, honestly, we could have done 2 in this situation because Mac also deserves it. They're not in that situation. They don't have a chance to get for that to be a game-winning
You
Grand
don't
Slam
see
if it's not for Mac.
you don't see games lost when you only allow 2 runs.
Yeah,
Oh.
especially from this team.
And
And it
Cal State
almost
Fullerton
happened.
came to play.
Oh yeah.
100%. They were, I mean, give them credit. They literally hung around with one of the best teams in the nation.
Yeah, no, that was. It literally was one decision. It was taking the pitcher out that changed the game for them.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they were the
Yeah,
better
shout out
team.
to Sutherland, by the way. Played high school ball in Gilbert and has a tattoo of a cactus behind her ear.
Shout out your mom for that tidbit
Yep.
of information.
Shout out Paula.
But it's a lot of Arizonans running this
Mm-hmm.
between her and Tucson native. Could have been a Wildcat, but she thought better of it.
Yeah, she definitely,
Kristiana Watson.
she definitely made the right decision, which I hope you guys are going to be making the right decision in downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook app, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. I'm so sorry.
For the people
Leah
that are
threw
wondering
me
why
off
we're
on that
laughing, Leah behind the Mac said nice, and while Shane at the exact same time said mid. I'll split the difference between mid and nice. It was solid. It was pretty
Nice.
solid.
This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. All customers can also place a same-game parlay with 3 or more
Liquid's
legs
mid.
and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit.
I deserve more credit for what I just said.
What'd you
say?
say?
He said solid's mid. I said liquid's mid.
Liquid
Wow.
is mid?
Lost
Temperature
with.
too high, it's gas. Too low, it's solid.
Low Tone Capone saying no satellites were injured yet.
Not.
Dude,
Yeah.
we
Dude,
were
there were
kidding.
some low planes,
Yeah, we were
and I
kidding.
was concerned,
Bro, if a Cessna is flying into Sky Harbor, holy shit. If a Cessna is flying into Sky Harbor during the game tomorrow, watch out.
No.
I make that mistake all the time. Just move on. You're making it seem a lot worse than it was.
I can't, dude. I had to swallow the beer.
Emily says,
Go Devils! Go
Yeah.
Devils! What's up, baby?
If a Cessna's flying into Sky Harbor tomorrow, I would watch out for a ball because they fly lower.
Yeah, they might need to ground all flights tomorrow.
Okay, somehow.
Unidentified flying object.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook
Yes,
app now.
true.
Use promo code PHNX.
In the middle of
Bet
the ad read.
$5 on any
Oh my god.
to win their game. Yeah, $150 in free bets if they do. That's promo code PHNX only at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800 accept. New customers only. A minimum of a $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for
no.
details.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can we look at this game by the numbers or something?
Woo! Yeah, let's do that. Let's see exactly how we
I
got
gotta take a
here.
hiatus.
Let's see exactly how we got here. We got Cal State Fullerton versus ASU. We know the final score 5-2. In terms of hits, it didn't set up to be this way for a while. 7-5 in favor of ASU.
Yeah.
Shawn, outside of Kristiana Watson, who else really got the bats cracking for ASU?
Who got the bats cracking? I mean, you have to give a shout out to Acuña, who is the only other person to have an RBI in this game. I mean, when I look at these numbers, the thing that I think is huge for me is the walks. That's another part of Mac Morgan's dominance. She didn't walk. There was a couple hit by pitches, but she didn't walk anybody on balls. So that was impressive. And they had ASU had 5 walks, and 2 of them came prior to that grand slam.
Yeah.
So it was really the plate discipline, I think, for ASU that is what put them in a position to win here. And then obviously the strikeouts. But I mean, all of these numbers kind of all tell part of the story, obviously, right? Like the errors.
ASU, I do believe they did have an error with that. Remember Sydney Sanders? I think Sydney Sanders had an error where she had bobbled.
They didn't score an error.
Really?
Yeah, no. According to stat broadcast, they didn't score an error. But the 2 errors are part of why ASU, one of the errors at least, is what gave them a base runner prior to that Grand Slam.
Yeah.
So it is crazy how each one of those numbers kind of tells part of the story. You good, Shane?
Yeah, my contact fell out and it hurts like a mother. I found a Liberty Mutual coin.
Liberty. Wow, I think this might be the most off the rails post game show of all time.
Oh,
Charles is saying the exact thing I said multiple times tonight. Sky Harbor is worried about the new Yotes building when they have literal unidentified flying objects in the air over
They're
Club
not
Farrington.
literal. They're identified.
No, well, true.
They're only identified by the people at Farrington.
Yeah.
Club Farrington. If you want to identify an object, go to Club Farrington.
Yes. But Sky Harbor, they got bigger things to worry about than a Tempe Arena.
yeah, 100%. We got through the numbers. We've talked about Mac Morgan. We've talked about the Grand Slam. And you talked about Acuña. Shane, I want to get your thoughts on what she did at the start of this game to give ASU the lead. It was looking really grim until she was able to step up and hit her home run.
Yeah, well, at that point, like it wasn't looking too grim just because ASU had kind of held Fullerton at bay a little bit in terms of hits because they were getting out hit pretty badly before that 6th inning. But it was every inning we would continue to say this is the inning they're going to turn that bats on.
Yeah.
This is the inning they're going to turn the bats on, and they finally did. Sorry, I'm burping throughout all of this.
Yeah, you're crying, you're burping.
It's so bad. I'm like a fucking child right now.
Yeah, LPC.
But yeah, no. Not only was it a beautiful bomb, like it was. It had height, it had distance. It was perfect. The contrast of the sky and the yellow ball. Was just,
I was gonna say the contrast between the 2 home runs. Acuña's was just a fucking bomb.
Yeah,
and then
Kristiana Watson
was a laser.
Barely snuck over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like straight, like it was on a rope.
But you talk about juice. I mean, that team brought it in the next couple innings. Mac turned it up, pitching again. Like she was just. I mean,
she was on fire. She was absolutely on fire. You can't give her enough credit. Acuña stepped up big. We were all waiting for kind of Sydney Sanders to drop the ball, but the best part about it, I think, of her not really dominating tonight in terms of hitting is the fact that everybody else stepped up.
But
even she played well.
But she
didn't play bad.
She was 2 for 3 with 2 walks, 1 walk.
One
Yeah.
walk, yeah.
I was expecting a home run.
Yeah, I know.
mean,
It's
every time she's up to bat, and maybe she spoiled us to the point where, like, every time she's up at bat, you're like, oh, well, here's a run, right? Or here's another RBI.
Yeah.
Like, you're just expecting it from her, which she is the Pac-12 freshman of the year. So, I mean, maybe that is the expectation, but, like, there's no doubt in my mind that she's going to have at least a couple home runs.
And she showed some incredible stretch and fielding today, too.
Oh, yeah.
Do her defense minus the one play early in the game where she dropped the throw from short.
Yeah. Which ended up being a foul ball.
Yeah, that was.
That's why it wasn't.
That's why the show was so late because they spent 30 minutes reviewing.
Well, there was back-to-back replays.
Replays, yeah, it was wild. But
the
otherwise,
SDSU game
defensively, she snagged one that was hit at her at first, and she had a couple stretches. She played outstanding defense, and it's like obviously she has the bat, but seeing it in person, like she has the defense to match.
This team is just so fun, man.
It really is.
And we still get at least 2 more
swagger,
games.
dude.
Their swagger.
That's one thing I think
are
you
the
need to be
swaggiest
there
team.
in person to really appreciate. Is the swagger they have? I mean, like, we joke about the walk-up songs, but the walk-up songs, like, even like,
What was your favorite walk-up song?
Jazz
tonight?
Hill Lifestyle. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, her walking up to Lifestyle. Fucking.
Who walked up to swag surfing? Two different people.
No. It was someone near the bottom of the lineup. It was I think it was Harper or Harger. I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but yeah, one of them walked up to swag surfing. Like, who was it? Was it Acuña that walked up to Gasolina?
I thought it was Torres.
Was it Torres that walked up to Gasolina? I knew it was someone at the beginning of the lineup.
It was Torres because that's how they started it. And
Yeah,
we were like, oh,
right,
shit.
right.
No, that's my favorite walk-up song.
Yeah.
That one. But
That's like one of my favorite songs of all time, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. It has
Even
to
though
be.
I don't know the words, I just kinda mumble
Gasolina.
along with it.
So the
The gasolina.
Well, we've been doing a lot of singing on this show. Why don't you sing the lyric of the game?
Oh, it's an easy one tonight.
Let's hear it.
Tonight's lyric of the game. Da-da-da-da-da. God, I miss doing that. I love the lyric of the game. I miss it. I'm glad it's back, and it's going to be here for at least 2 more games. The lyric of the game is a simple one tonight. It's just a word by Drake. The song Connect. Swanging. Eyes closed, just swanging.
Eyes closed, just swanging.
3-2 count doesn't matter. Grand
5
slam.
straight foul balls. Oh, no.
It's a grand slam while I'm swanging.
How does he lead into it? He said something about home runs.
Bro.
I don't remember.
You just look like your controller died.
We literally
The batteries died and shot for a
We
second.
were just singing the song and I forgot. I'm disappointed. I
Same
failed.
city, same friends. If you're looking for me, Club Farrington's always lit on an afternoon of a Sunday to Saturday too. Who knows? Both days.
Any day of
It's
a
gonna be
weekend.
fun.
Okay.
Come to the game
Watson.
tomorrow.
I can
Eyes
guarantee
open,
you.
she
I
was
can
swinging.
guarantee.
Line drive out to deep right field. I mean, not really that deep, but I mean, it
Full
was deep.
count doesn't matter.
I can guarantee you we are the
Full
only
count.
Arizona sports media outlet that is singing in relation to the Arizona State victory.
I bet you
tonight.
we're literally the only people
live right now.
live talking about this.
Probably. You know what? You're probably right on that front. And that's why you should head over to gophnx.com today and become a member of the family.
Become a MB.
Because when you do, you're going to get either a free t-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents
Ooh,
just
catch up.
for
Oh, go
signing
figure.
up. Not to mention all of the great content that we provide. Like we said, we are probably the only people live discussing the just absolute thrilling victory by
And-
Arizona State softball.
And we show growth. I remember when I was, before you guys were even here, people would have to ask me to actually sing the lyric of the game. I never would. And then I eventually sang because one of our interns, David, was watching before he was even an intern. He was like, you told me if they won, you'd sing. So ASU basketball won a game, and I sang it. But now it's like a disappointment if we don't sing.
And we cover everything. Got to mention baseball. They lost. End of discussion. Back to your ad read.
Yeah, that's all we need to talk about. Yeah, we mentioned the great merch that you could potentially get when you become a member. Look at these hats.
Look at these Membies only hats.
Dad hat. Well, no, they're not
Not
Membies
Membies
only
only.
hats, but become a member because you're gonna get either a free T-shirt from the
You just
locker
tell
or
them
your
it's Membies
first
only.
month. Okay, or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. Guys, last thing we've got tonight because we do got a game tomorrow.
Yeah. Quick turnaround for the boys.
The girls,
Women.
Well, for us too. I
us
mean,
boys, them girls. ASU.
Even quicker turnaround for the women.
Before we get to ASU,
Well, they're done. We're not. So
before we get to
They have to be
ASU
at the field early in the morning.
versus SDSU.
And a game plan.
hey,
Shawn-
LSU, Georgia Clark.
There
eat
we
your-
go.
Georgia Clark, eat your heart out. Loser.
Whoa. She actually was
I
one
mean,
of.
she was a loser, so she lost the game.
Yeah.
And also LSU people don't know how to park.
Yeah. My
she
God.
dropped the pop fly just right in her lap.
Can I be
Yeah, she
one of
was the
the
last
Can I be
strikeout,
like a
wasn't she?
store
Yeah, she
clerk?
was the last
Can I
hour
be
of
like
the
a
game.
Yeah,
guy
quick
at a
story
store
time.
clerk? No, not a story. A store clerk.
Oh, a store
like a guy that over the intercom.
If you have a black Suburban with an LSU chrome sticker on the side of it, and you're
And
parked
on the back and license plate because you're a fucking loser.
and you parked terribly, please go out and kindly F yourself. Thank you.
Fuck LSU. Losers.
Oh, you know who that was?
Brian Kelly.
JD5.
Oh.
Yeah, Brian Kelly driving JD5. No, JD5 would be driving Brian Kelly, and Brian Kelly would be sitting like
In the
this.
back with his
This was
family.
JD5's NIL deal. This is why he went for a free Suburban.
Yeah,
Dear God.
and now he's
You gotta ride in style
Hey,
when you're going to be
all
the
we're
third
saying-
string quarterback.
Yeah.
All we're saying is LSU. How many hits did LSU have tonight? I need to know how many
I
hits
think it
LSU
was 10.
had.
I think they ended with 10.
They ended with 10 hits?
I think
ASU
yeah. I think
did
they,
not have 10 hits.
No, they did not have 10 hits, but they did not out-hit SDSU.
no, well they both ended with 5 runs though, didn't they? Right?
Ooh.
Yep.
ASU and LSU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he lost 10-5.
And ASU was facing a better pitcher. So
Yes. SDSU is...
eat your heart out, Georgia Clark. This is an anti-Georgia Clark podcast, and if you listen
Wow,
to this,
okay.
I would catch the ball next time.
yeah, just
Oh.
catch it and maybe hit a 5-run home run in the final at bat of the game.
Just be better, I guess.
Georgia-
5-run home run.
Georgia Clark, if you're actually listening to this, I'm sure you're a very sweet woman, and I want no beef with you. Go
But eat your
Tigers.
heart out.
But eat your heart out. Yeah, I still want all the smoke
Okay.
in Club Farrington.
Well, they're
And by
gonna lose-
I want all the
they're-
smoke. I mean,
They're going to lose,
ASU
and they're going to be on the
softball.
first flight back.
You can't talk
Too
shit
bad
for
British.
a softball
oh no, I'm
team.
talking shit for the softball team.
They talked their own
You just
shit.
said they want
They
this
talked
one.
their own shit. ASU softball, Sydney Sanders was on our show this week and literally said
Oh, they got to
they
get
can't
to
look past SDSU.
And look what happened.
Mhm.
Sydney Sanders, the fortune teller.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
that's
Georgia
what we
Clark
call
is
it.
a poser.
That's what we call it. Unlucky. You can have Jaden Daniels. We're going to take the softball dub. Eat that. So, ASU,
A lot of eating today.
A lot of eating and drinking. ASU.
We're eating W. Shout out Jameis Winston.
Okay. You know, funny, real quick. If Jameis Winston would have went to college, like literally 6 years after he did, he could have just signed the deal for the crab legs.
That would have been money, bro. That would have been fucking money.
It's a great take.
Come on,
That is your best take you've had on the show.
Yeah, I mean, if Cam Newton had signed like 10 years later, he could have just got an IMAC deal.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, me either.
He stole a laptop. That's why he got kicked out of Florida and went to JUCO.
Unlucky. ASU versus SDSU. We've talked about it all week. SDSU is the hottest team outside of ASU in this regional. They've got the best roster top to bottom, aside from ASU. What are we thinking about the game tomorrow?
I'm nervy.
I'm scared.
I'm nervy.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Well, I don't because
Stop being such a fucking weenie.
Listen, I mean, I get that you're just snacking during the show.
Yeah, dude, I'm hungry.
Fair enough. All right. This is fucking wild. Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get the same pitching debut.
That's what I was gonna say.
Sutherland is the best pitcher here.
It really depends. I mean,
Give me the mic back.
I don't think we're going to see like.
Give me the mic back.
I think we see a much better offensive performance from ASU tomorrow. That being said, this is still a team that put up 10 runs today. 10 runs today, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know who was pitching tomorrow, but for ASU, but they are going to need another great pitching performance because this team I do not think Jesus. Okay. This team cannot afford to give up 10 runs. I don't think they win a game if they give up 10 runs like LSU did. I don't think they do that, but like LSU did. ASU cannot afford to give up 10 runs like LSU did.
They also can't afford to not hit the ball.
Yeah, leave 7 runners on base. That can't happen.
Yeah, that was rough.
What was it? Was it the first 2 innings that they left runners on first and second?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so that can't happen.
There was 2 walks to start the game.
Yeah. They can't do that.
And then there was a point in the game where there was back-to-back hit by pitches.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess ASU is seeing LSU's or SDSU's second pitcher, presumably. So but like I said, if they have an offensive performance like they did today, they lose that game. They lose tomorrow.
I would be shocked if your leadoff hitter in Torres doesn't get a single hit.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I don't. But like I said, I don't. Yeah, I don't think they see that again. So
what do we got? Predictions. Give me score predictions here.
I'll go like a
11-4 ASU.
7-5 win.
7-5.
11-4 run rule.
Wow.
Yeah, run rule in the 5th. 11-4.
That's after a team.
Some cojones.
Yeah, LTC has a good point. ASU versus San Diego State in any competitive sport. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
You should know. You got Rashad Penny on your team. Remember what he did to the Sun Devils?
I remember a lot of what San Diego State did to the Sun Devils. I remember the basketball game. Oh my God, that basketball game. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about from earlier this year.
No.
Oh my
It was before us. But.
God. It was ASU right after the Riverside buzzer beater. They played some of their best basketball. I've seen them play that entire season. And they lost by like 2 on just some awful call.
I do not want to think about the dark days of ASU basketball.
Yeah, well, they're not being coached by Trisha Ford. They don't got people like Sydney Sanders.
Pac-12 Coach of the Year.
They don't got Mac Morgan on their team. This ASU softball team.
They don't got Dalen McLemore's sister.
They don't, presumably.
No, allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly.
Well, I mean, we're alleging it. You can't say presumably. You cannot presume something like that.
Well,
Macklemore. What do you mean?
I'm just going to go with outright false.
So you're going 11-4.
11-4.
And you said 7-5.
7-5.
I'm going to go 8-2.
Okay, remember when we were like, yeah, this might be like a 21-4 win for ASU tonight, and that did not happen?
I think we all just need to do a better job of pumping the damn brakes in every sport.
I think in both regards, because we were excited prior to the game, and then we got nervous during the game, and then it's neither situation. We probably should have been a little closer to the middle.
This is just to quote Shawn. This is just people doing things.
Yeah, I fucking love when people do things, especially when it's a fucking line drive to right field.
To quote me in the top of the 6, I'm nervy.
Hey, big players make big plays in big time moments, and ASU fucking softball has got a bunch of those big time fucking players.
That's a fact, and they got a big time coach.
Yes, sir. We will be live
and
again.
Big time fans be there tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Live tomorrow, following ASU's
final game of the day.
You're just calling it. Final
I mean,
game
we
of the
already
day.
kind of called it by predicting the score.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's fair.
no! I was saying their final game of the day.
Yes,
if it's
live
two,
following
oh.
ASU's final game.
if it's 2 or
of the
7
day.
o'clock.
We will let you know on social, and you can follow us on social to be updated with not only our content, but with ASU sports teams, because we're always tweeting about what they're doing, if they're winning, if they're losing, etc. Tonight was obviously full of dubs. You can follow us at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. And you can follow Shawn DePaz at Shawn_DePaz.
See you at the ballpark.
I don't have one for this. I don't even know. I'm
always?
speechless.
Whoa,
Fucking juiced as always.
dude! It literally like ripples when he talks. Like the air just feels.
You see it moving? Okay. Thanks for joining us. We will be back live
Say it.
tomorrow.
Say it. Say it. See you at the ballpark.
See you at the ballpark.
See you at the club.
See you at the
Peace.
Bye.